Hey guys, Lola Selena here, also go by Island Turtle. Welcome to BOMISpirit. So, surprise live. Happy new moon in Virgo. I also expect that because I also haven't been live in a long time, the algorithm is probably not like circulating it too much. But hopefully you guys get to find this. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing really good. So, today I just kind of felt guided to just come here, connect a little bit, talk a little bit about some of the energies we got going on, and pull some cards, just kind of like old school. I realized I didn't even get a pen and paper for my timestamps, so hold on one second. Oh, hey, yeah, hey, hello. It showed it for me. Yay! All right, cool. Glad you found it. Um, where is my notebook? Okay, hold on a second. Give me one second. I haven't gone live in so long. I forgot all my little things. Yeah, we can use this. We'll use this. What a fabulous surprise. I'm glad I could be here with you guys. It's been a bit. It's been a long time. And I was with patrons yesterday. Wow, that was yesterday. I'm so tired. um, and we hung out for the new moon Virgo, right? We like dove deep into actually a lot of channelings. There was a lot of downloads and channelings that came through yesterday about this new moon and just kind of collectively what is arising and coming up. But it's just so nice to connect. And, I have been guided for a bit now to not be as, what's the word I want to use here? Active, I guess, active here, in the sense of being live, right? And just having like this kind of level of connection. And because of that, like honoring that, there's been a lot that's been going on just for me in my personal life. And it's been kind of a ride this week, especially. But just to give you guys a little bit of updates there. I love that I got to catch you live. I love what you do in your energy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, Aloha Friday. Yes, remember to like the video, please. Birthday was yesterday. Happy solar return. What was I gonna say? I kind of am like eager to talk a little bit about some of this new moon energy. Actually, yeah, let's just start the timestamps now. Actually, let me hydrate. The chaos this week. Oh, that is good. Oh, that is good. Sorry, squirrel. The chaos. The chaos this week and the lack of sleep has me a little like, so, bear with me. And thank you for the compliment on my glasses. I did see that. These are actually my backup pair. They may be my daily pair for a while. We'll see. Chaos is a good word for it, right? How lucky am I? What a nice surprise. Yeah, and this new moon also has a little bit of that energy, and we're gonna talk a little bit. I'm not gonna go too into detail because I just feel guided to touch on like a couple things that some people may be experiencing at this time. Hi, Bubby. Hi. Hi. I know you knew. You always know. You always know. For those who are new, I do have a cat. His name's Clyde, and he's just the best. He does like to kind of get acquainted before he settles in. Huh, Bubs? And you are totally getting settled in. Okay, he's staking his claim. Give me one second. So I move things over. Wow, I am so squirrel today. It's like not even funny. Chat and messages. Okay. So I do want to say with this new moon, the new moon is actually peaking tonight. Well, depending on where you are, at least here in the States, it's peaking tonight. It's at like 2 a.m.-ish, East Coast Standard Time on the 23rd of August. So, adjust that for where you are. But with this new moon being in Virgo and the first of the new moon Virgos, the next one is actually going to be an eclipse towards the end of September with the full moon in Pisces in between. New moon Virgos are normally that time where you're like, getting shit in order, getting shit ready, starting things, but like really being on top of your shit, right? And you may be feeling that, but there are there's three key points I want to mention about this new moon Virgo. So this is the thing. It's like I think about it, I'm like, oh, but I could talk about this, I could talk about that. This new moon Virgo is tightly square Uranus. Tightly square Uranus. That creates a lot of restless energy. That creates a lot of like, it really creates an emphasis of, yes, the new, because it's a new moon, but also with Uranus, Uranus likes to spice things up, shake things up, and get out of the box a little bit, get out of the comfort zone, break the rules a little bit. Virgo's not so fond of that. Okay. The new moon is also tightly conjunct Regulus, which is bringing about this actually highly spiritual energy. I almost went live last night to talk about it, and I'm like, girl, you need to try to sleep. Like, you do not need to be going live right now. We'll talk about that too. But Regulus being the heart of the lion, the heart is like such the center of this new moon. It is crazy. And some of you have already been feeling this for a while, just given we also have had the Jupiter Venus conjunction last week. And also with this new moon, we have Jupiter trine Lilith, trine the North Node. So we have a grand water trine also highlighting the heart, while Venus is also doing a lot with this new moon. So there's a lot of heart energy that's really at the center of everything right now. Okay. But the square to Uranus, I just want to give a little bit of a caution, awareness, not anything to be scared about, but just to be aware that you may feel very restless. You may feel pulled into a lot of like big life decisions right now. My best advice with that, always honor your truth and your discernment. Like, live your life the way you want to, despite what else is going on or despite what other people say, including astrology. But Uranus wants to get you in things very fast and in ways that are very atypical, spicy, right? Even impulsive. But Virgo does not like that at all. And Virgo is actually asking you to do things a little differently in terms, compared to Uranus. Like, new moon Virgo is actually asking you to do things in a bit more of a practical, methodical kind of way, to make sure things are done properly, while Uranus and Gemini says, like, fuck what's proper. I'm just going to do what I want now. That's a weird vibe to be in. And so some people may feel some mood swings. Some people may feel like literally there's like life-changing opportunities, which I'm not saying don't go for them. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying balance those energies, right? You can say yes, but like give yourself like a minute to breathe. Give yourself a minute to like literally like cross all your T's, dot all your I's, do your little checks and balances to make sure that it is actually something that is worth diving into now. Because with eclipses coming up, eclipses come with a lot of change and a lot of clarity. And the fact that one of them is also another new moon Virgo with a clarifying full moon in Pisces in between. This new moon in particular feels more like, how do I want to say this? Oh, they're bringing up the download that came in yesterday on Patreon, and I almost don't want to go into it. It's like too much right now. This new moon Virgo is more about recognizing what is best and what's not, right? In that vein of like, oh, this is life-changing, I could do this. Ooh, this is spontaneous and fun and new and exciting. Ooh, I can do this. And, note that you want to, but also know that there may be a better time to jump in on that, like the new moon Virgo eclipse, which is more at like the 29 degree of Virgo. This is at the 0 degree of Virgo, right? So just something to keep in mind there. Also that the feeling of fate, fate and destiny, dharma, karma is also really huge right now. Timing, divine timing is huge right now. The grand water trine is part of that, with Jupiter and North Node joining forces alongside Lilith, which is like really fun. But the new moon also has a yod, which is also called a finger of fate. Now, I would say most astrologers don't account for that in terms of like a transitional like event versus like a natal chart, right? But I look at it because I think it's pretty significant, and the new moon in Virgo is the apex planet of it. So if you're not familiar with what that means, all that means is Saturn with Neptune is creating a sextile with Pluto, and both of those celestial bodies are creating a quincunx with the new moon in Virgo, basically making the new moon Virgo the chaos agent of the yod, of the finger of fate. So if you have any personal planets or angles at like 0 to 5 degrees of Virgo, you may feel the experience of twists of fate a lot more than other people. And I would mention this on Patreon as well, because a finger of fate kind of feels like that. A finger of fate takes something that is really powerful and skillful, like a sextile with Pluto and Saturn, which is again conjunct the North Node, something that can really help us, aid us, open doors even. And then the quincunx creates in the context of a finger of fate, right? Creates like an unexpected shift or unexpected challenge in the face of that skill, or in the face of that opportunity, or in the face of that support. But it usually is felt like like an unexpected something, like an unexpected shift or tower or change or moment or what have you. But it is meant to challenge, like that's what it's meant to do. And so, yeah, just keep in mind in terms of like your angles, like ascendant, descendant, midhaven, stuff like that. Um, or even celestial bodies that have to do with time. Yeah, time. Saturn, Uranus, North Node, Jupiter, time in a broad sense. Um, 0 to 5 degrees Virgo and 0 to 5 degrees Gemini. The reason I say that, that came in as a channeling, but then I saw why they said that yesterday on Patreon. The reason I say that is because the new moon Virgo is the apex planet, and the new moon Virgo is tightly square Uranus. And Uranus, again, loves to bring unexpected changes and delays and things like that, right? So just to keep that in mind. Anything else I want to mention about this new moon Virgo? Just let the heart do what it wants. Just let the heart do what it wants. Listen to it. Let it take you in the driver's seat at this time. Some people are going to be really in their hearts in a really beautiful way, and some people are going on a quite a bit of a roller coaster, and that is okay. That is okay. I will say too, this new moon may feel a little bit more like a full moon in terms of like cleaning house or releasing or getting rid of things or letting go of things. To being disillusioned is also going to be something with this new moon. And there's many reasons for that. I'm not going to get into it, but that's what I would say about this new moon Virgo, to look at it from that lens. And if you're feeling a little off or restless, or life is just chaotic, or there's like delays and unexpected shit, it's just part of what's happening right now. And just ride the ride. Just ride the ride. You may be surprised at what is reflected to you or shown to you in this. I actually just went through a bit of a chaotic few days here. I keep using that word because it's like totally how it feels. And while I was like in the thick of it, I was feeling very like activated, like literally activated. Like there was stuff happening with my crowd. And like so exhausted and so overwhelmed. And I'm just in the wave because I'm just in the wave. I can't really do much else. I'm just in the wave. I'm just gonna ride this wave. And then by the time I like kind of crested out of it, I had a gift of insight that has like helped me so much with something very practical in my day to day. That is the epitome of new moon Virgo squaring Uranus and Gemini. Uranus and Gemini is going to take you on a ride in terms of like your daily life and routine, probably overwhelm you mentally, probably present you with some really unexpected like information or conversations or interactions, totally throw out your schedule kind of shit, right? But you may get an unexpected insight into like something that will help you in your practical day-to-day life, or even like health or finances or something like that. Again, very Virgo too. So just ride the wave. Just ride the wave. And also really quickly, I will say too, if you're waiting on a session for me, I am so sorry that I am so behind. I know some of you expected me to deliver a couple of days ago. I'm so sorry I'm late. I am prioritizing it for like the rest of the day after this, now that I'm like out of the wave of chaos. I can finally like properly hold sessions. Excuse me, there's something else that wanted to be mentioned here. The heart again. Oh, sorry, I'm like, oh man, oh, that was so good. So I tangent. I like to play with teas a lot. I like to play with teas and tea flavors and elixirs and tinctures and things like that. So I've got like a little apothecary like witchy cocktail going on over here. And I forgot that I keep forgetting I put honey in it, but the honey didn't mix well. It's like every other sip, I get this like glob of honey, and it's just like, oh my God, I don't know. It's just the sweetness just like takes me. It's very nice. Anyway, not important at all. The heart. Let's come back to the heart. So I mentioned this on Patreon as well. This is going to be for very few of you, okay? Just to be very frank about it. Are these signs or general? Right now we're talking. Right now we're talking. I'm giving you guys some information that I've been made aware of about some of the energies we got going on right now, and then we'll get into cards and stuff. And I haven't decided exactly like in what context I'm playing cards either. Anyway, So this is going to be for very few of you, and some of you may have already been through it. Some of you, this is going to be upcoming. You may experience a major heart expansion, like major, very physical kind of heart expansion, like the kind where like your ribs hurt kind of heart expansion. And there is definitely a cellular alchemical shift happening with that to facilitate that. You're not crazy. You're not too much. Nothing's wrong with you. Just honor your body. Your body knows how to push yourself through it. Okay. So just honor that if that does happen for you, because that definitely will for some of you. Like I said, maybe it's already happened, and it will. And for some of you, it may feel very like it might come in waves. It may come in waves. So just listen to your body. Your body may want you to do some breath work. Your body may want you to be in bed. Your body might want you to fast. Your body might want you to like consume a very specific food for a prolonged period of time. You know what I mean? So it's like just listen to what your body's telling you. Your body knows. Your body's very wise. It'll carry you through anything if you let it. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono. I glanced over at my notes that I totally forgot to have in front of me, and all I see is Ho'oponopono. Also with a lot of this like heart energy, Ho'oponopono may be a really supportive melee for some people at this time. If you're not familiar with that, it's a melee of forgiveness and gratitude. Really just highlights the power of love in the heart, and again, forgiveness in moving past some things, in letting go of some things, in mending relationships, or even just allowing yourself to move forward. It actually translates to make right, which I actually really love that translation. A lot of people will tell you other things about it. In its origination, it is a Hawaiian melee. Okay, it is a Hawaiian song. It's a Hawaiian chant, and it's just really beautiful. So if you feel like you may need something supportive like that, there's so many different iterations of it everywhere on YouTube, Spotify, wherever, because it is very beautiful. So just kind of highlighting that for those who may need that. Yeah, Spirit's like, don't get into the rest of that. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I don't have the bandwidth. There were, like I said, there was a lot that came through yesterday on Patreon. A lot. It was a lot. And I actually like had to pull paper out to like write everything down to talk about it in segments that will probably be coming out here on YouTube over the next like couple weeks, actually. I was gonna say days, and Spirit's like yeah, not days. No, not days. Weeks. Over the next few weeks, I have a lot of downloads to share with all of that. Yeah, that's it. That's it as far as like little messages go. And like I said, I do want to pull some cards. What, you getting uncomfortable? Oh, if only you guys could see him. Bubby. Bubster. He's just such a ham. I think I'm on Patreon now. I think. Check. It's easy to check. I'm in the flow of that expansion and waves of cleaning and eating fresh pineapple. Ooh, that sounds really good right now, too. Pineapple is also a nice medicine. Excuse me, really a nice medicine. I feel like pineapple, my body's like, eat shit ton of pineapple. I went through a phase like that, like maybe 2 weeks ago or so, and like I had to eat it every day. And I'm actually not a big fruit person, to be totally honest with you guys. I find it to almost be like too sweet for my system. But when my body's wanting it, it wants it. And when I was eating it, like I did feel like it was, how do I want to say? I just felt more balanced eating it. Like something in my energy felt almost more anchored. But I did feel like almost like more alive. And I know it's good for the solar plexus for sure. And I know it's also one that's a fruit or fruit medicine that is good to facilitate connection with other people. But anyway, blah, 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 blah. Pineapple does sound good right now, right? I like sometimes like a cold piece of pineapple, like a juicy piece. It's more about the juice for me, I think, with pineapple. Just hits right. He literally had half his body hanging off the desk, just chilling. Cats are so funny, man. let's pull some cards. I do want to do a collective pull before I decide to do anything more individualized. But yeah, let's do a bit of a collective pull right now. You can treat this like it's a new moon read or just a check-in. I'm kind of curious because I'm going to be using Big Bertha, and I don't think I used that yesterday. I've been on blueberries, cherries, and raisins. Ooh, that's a combo. That goes with so much. Like chocolate came to mind, but spirits had me eating a lot of cacao, consuming and connecting with a lot of cacao lately. But like a little bit of like a dried cherries and like a big cup of cacao. Oh, it's so good. I don't know. It just does something. You can do that in like yogurt, like cherries and blueberries. That's nice. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling a lot. Clyde, I'm gonna have to move you. I picked up the deck and he snuggled up to me even closer. Bubby, this is not cuddle time. I know. I'm sorry. I know. Okay. Let's get into it. Y'all made me go fix some watermelon. Watermelon's good too. Avocados. Man, I haven't had avocado in a long time. I was on that for like months on end, and then out of nowhere, my body's like, no more. I was like, okay. Trust in the process. I've been on a fig kick. Oh, figs are good too. Oh, figs are good. So in California, they like, if I'm not mistaken, they are native to California. I could be wrong about that. But, you know, as development takes place, there's less and less fig trees for people to like go and harvest and go and enjoy. But on Catalina, if any of you have never been to Southern California, oh my God, I can't talk today. There's an island called Catalina off the coast of LA, but you can access it through Orange County too. And they do have fig trees still, at least last I went, which was a while ago. There's nothing like picking a fig off of a tree and eating it. There's something nostalgic about that for me. Anyway, yeah, figs are bomb. Yeah, I saw mango a few times, people were mentioning. All right, tuning in for the collective, please. Any messages or insights for the collective at this time? For the collective's highest good. I like, this is nice what's coming through. It's very sweet. And it is about connection. Shocker. All this heart energy, all this Cancer energy. Venus Cancer, Jupiter Cancer. Really quickly, I will say the grand water trine that we have with this new moon is like so bomb and so supportive. Leaning into your intuition and your passion and your heart, you can't go wrong. Like that's going to bring luck. That's going to bring open doors. Again, because the new moon Virgo is also squaring Uranus and Gemini, use your discernment. Let it show you what it wants to show you, even if it's better for you to take action later. Some of you will take action now and that will be in your best interest, but that's where your own discernment comes in. But let's come back to the main collective message here. So they're really bringing up connection. Okay. They're really just bringing up like true heart to heart connection. Okay. Something else about this new moon Virgo. Meeting people where they're at. Okay. Knowing what that means to meet people where they're at. My left eye is like freaking out as I'm talking about this. Oh, it's important to meet people where they're at because it's just respectful, right? To let a person be who they are, where they are, and to operate in a way that is in their alignment, even within a connection, whether it's a friend, a family member, or otherwise. But I am getting that for some of you, this new moon is going to make something very clear about certain connections of where people really are at, not only within themselves, but also with you. Okay. I'm hearing polite. Some of you are going to realize that some people have just been being very polite with you. 222, as I said that. And that is human nature, for people to be polite, but that can also be misleading. right? So some of you may feel misled um, by that, if that is something that moves into your awareness. But it's an opportunity, again, to recognize that humans are humans, and all we can really do is, again, meet people where they're at, right? Um, I'm not going to say to not take it personal. I'm not going to say that, because relationships are personal. The heart is personal. I feel a soapbox moment coming. So I've said this a bit to my patrons. I've tried to avoid saying it here, but when Jupiter moved into Cancer, and we've been like in this beautiful like Cancerian vibes, this exalted Jupiter vibes, um, it brought a lot more awareness to emotional needs, right? And emotional nourishment, and like what that looks like, even in connections, even with connection with yourself. And I have been kind of like talking a little bit here and there about not being as fixated on like independence in terms of like interdependent relationships. Interdependence is healthy. It absolutely is healthy. But it's also okay to like leave room at the table for the desire for connection, for the desire to be able to sit with someone and have someone be vulnerable with you and receive you in your vulnerability. That is just human. And I think that, you know, there has been a lot in the collective these last few years of emphasizing independence, interdependence, and almost to a point of detachment, which even that word, even saying that word, I feel like there's like some weird energy around that word that I don't even like. Like, I think it's okay to be open to the idea of, oh, like I do want people around, or oh, like having a partner is a priority, right? Like things like this. Like, we don't lose power because we want connection. It's not disempowering to admit that you want to have an emotional connection with another human being. That is to be human, right? So it's like, so that's coming up. That's coming up a bit. It's not weak, it's not disempowerment, it's literally just connecting in the heart. It's connecting in love, right? All right, I think these are well shuffled now. Any other messages or insights? Hey! Am I taking these? No. Yeah, that was a lot. Any other messages or insights for the collective at this time? Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. Some of you may feel the need to, you know, be introspective. To be honest, I'm not feeling that with this at all. I actually feel like it's almost time to like stop reflecting so much. Like, to be honest, that's almost what I'm getting, like to stop looking in the mirror so much. That's really interesting. So let's take a minute to talk about the concept of mirrors in this way, right? Whether it's just you're being introspective and reflecting on your life and yourself, or you're more like looking into different lenses of reality and truth, or getting into these like rabbit holes of, how do I want to, like social media is a good example of this. Like, I feel like when people spend a lot of time like watching content or being on social media, it is basically like walking through just like a giant like hall of mirrors, right? Because you're looking at like infinite level of lenses of different people's realities and different people's opinions and truths and what have you, and everyone's just kind of throwing them out into the void for people to just consume. And there's something about that after a certain point, if you're doing it a lot, can actually lead to a lot of like disorientation and confusion of the soul, right? If you're going really extreme with it. Not everyone is. But that's interesting. Some of you guys are actually taking less time on your phone. That's also what I'm getting to, just generally on your phone less and being out in nature more. But there is also a power in, I want to say, mirror medicine, okay? In terms of reflection, because when we look in the mirror, symbolically, metaphorically, we look at ourselves, you can see truth. Mirror reflects what's there, right? You can see truth. You can see authenticity. You can see light. or you can see illusion, because that's there too. And so some of you may be entering this kind of phase. Some of you are thick in it. Some of you are exiting. So just take it for what you will. There is benefit to spending time with mirror medicine with yourself to get clear on some things about yourself and your own life, right? That just kind of goes without saying. But there is a point where it's too much too. There's a point where it is beneficial to step away and put the mirror down. But you know where you're at in your own life to judge that for yourself, right? I have a mouth guard and chest problems, and news makes me nauseous. News makes me nauseous. That needs to go on a t-shirt. That needs to go on like a bumper sticker. News makes me nauseous. I think there's a lot of resonance in there for people in the chat. Anything else for the collective at this time? They're bringing up relationships. Meeting people where they're at is also helpful to not get sucked into the mirror or projections that happen in relationships. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to try to say it a different way because I feel like it didn't land totally the way I wanted it to. When we are interacting with people, no matter what kind of relationship it is, it's really easy to like just turn it into a mirroring situation, whether you are literally mirroring in terms of matching each other, or you're projecting the shit out of each other. And what's real at that point? Who's who, what's what, where's where, right? If you start like getting into projections and the other person's project, it's just a lot of illusion back and forth, right? But they are bringing up connections in relation to this, where for a lot of us, it's time to put down the mirror, and part of being in the heart is does that. Oh my God, my words. Let me say that again. My left eye is so unhappy talking about all of this. When we really get in the heart and we just allow ourselves to be there and like own ourselves in the heart, our core essence of self, you don't fall into the mirror. You don't get sucked into the mirror of another person. When you're anchored in your own heart, it just doesn't happen. So there, that was, yeah, that's all need to be said. Interesting. We the Hathors. That is like pure feminine energy. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. So bringing up the heart space again, and I kind of mentioned it. I didn't say the word birthing. I almost did. I did a lot in Patreon yesterday. I was actually trying to avoid saying that word, but here it is in the card. When those of you who do experience this heart expansion, you may feel it like a birthing. Just keeping it real. Now, the eclipses that are right around the corner, which, to be honest, I feel like we're already in eclipse energy, just because eclipse energy has a bigger pre and post shadow than a normal moon cycle. But this card coming out, I do feel some of that actually full moon Pisces is actually what I feel with this. But again, some of you may be experiencing it now preemptively through that heart space. It's nourishment, it's love, it's the heart, it's mother, it's basically pure Cancer. But it also speaks of thresholds. And mirror medicine can also be a threshold, right? You can stand there and keep looking in the mirror and keep reflecting internally with yourself or the mirror of another person, or getting lost in the halls of mirrors and different realities and different truths and lenses and all these things. Or you can walk through your own mirror, which is just you. It's just you. And just not do that. And just be you and just be in you, right? Some of you guys, that's almost how it feels, like going from a state of reflection and introspection and understanding to completing that cycle, completing that phase, and almost birthing yourself by walking through your own mirror. Ooh. Something went through me as I said that. By walking through your own mirror. I am picking up on something else with that, but I'm checking in with Spirit if I should even say it. Hold on, let me take a sip. Maybe Spirit will nudge me. They said you can, we don't recommend. Okay. Yeah, I won't go there. I won't go there. Yeah, I won't go there. You probably would already know if it's yours anyway. It just you don't need to hear it from me. And then we have double mission. Lightworker starseed, serve the world by being you. So some of you around this time, again, this feels more about the eclipses than anything else. You may expand into new things, new territory, right? New likes, new interests. I don't like the word conquest, but that just came through. New conquests. Passions are coming through mostly, though. New passions, new purposes, new sources and experiences of fulfillment. It's just an expansion of self. You can put more labels on it if you want, like double mission, right? Like a new, sacred mission or purpose or calling. That can be part of it. Doesn't have to be, though. It just feels like an expansion of self and getting into new territory. Okay. Very nice for the collective. Where are we going with this? I'm debating on signs or elements here. Actually, hold on. Let me write down this title. Okay. I'm already getting some messages here. Who is this for? What is this for? Okay. I'm going to pull for elements. What just came through? Actually, let me do a timestamp for this. Oh, Lord, I won't read that. I won't be able to read that later. How many people can't read their own handwriting? like you come back to it later and you're like, what the fuck was I trying to say? Anyway. So what just came through? Wolves. And I feel like that has come up a bit. I feel like I was gonna say talking about it. I'm like, when was the last time I actually did a video? Like, I don't know, time is so weird for me lately. But wolves are coming up, and I asked who this was for. They did say Cancer, but then they said, don't do signs, you're too tired. And I'm exhausted. So while while I'm already getting messages for signs and sign groups or even just the collective astrology, given how much Cancer we have right now, I am going to stick with elements just because of my bandwidth, and I do need to hold sessions today. I need to. Not only need to, I want to, okay? And I need my energy for that. But I do want to give this little message, and then we'll get into elements, and we'll naturally just start with water signs, okay? So Cancer is going to get a little special one. Sorry for all the other 11 signs. It's just what it is. Okay. So Cancer, we got wolves coming up here. Wow. Again, I do think this also pertains to the astrology for the collective at play right now, because they just brought up the mirrors again, of walking through the mirrors. So Cancer, I'm trying my best to articulate this. Cancer, or just people, whoever. For those who are walking through their own mirror, okay, who are completing some sort of cycle, completing some sort of chapter. Oh, this is so weird. Okay, I'm going to try my best. It's like as you walk through the mirror, you are walking through a threshold. You're walking through a liminal space, a void space. I've spoken about this before. There's a whole podcast episode on it, which I think actually was very thorough. So I would check that out if you feel like you're going through something like this, okay? Dolphins are now coming up. Maybe you like dolphins. Maybe you're close to Lemuria. Anyway, not important. They said it is important. Sound is important for whoever this is for. Sound is important. Your voice is important, but sound in and of itself is very important for you. You already know this. It's just confirmation. But as you are walking through this liminal space of the mirror, your own mirror, you may see a lot of weird things going on in your reality. You may see a lot of weird glitches. That's because you are, your physical reality is catching up with some sort of like, just, they said, just say it, merging of self. The word union does want to be used. Take that for what you will. Hold on, how do I want to say this? You know the truth of that word for you and what's going on in your life right now. There's many different meanings to that word for different groups. Me saying that word, you know what that means for you. They just want me to leave it there. Okay. As this is happening very quickly. You're not going to be in this liminal space for long. Some of you have been only in it for like maybe weeks, some of you days. It's going to be very quick, but the wolves coming up, these are echoes, okay? It's weird. It's almost like you know how like wolves, they howl, right? And wolves are like, they're tribal. They're tribal. They're very communal, and they are very communicative, and they're very bonded with each other. But howls are part of like the way they communicate. And there's something about that in terms of like echoes, like weird echoes. This may also be part of how weird things are happening in your reality. Like you may be like coming across people or just out and about, and it's like you do like a double take because you swear you just saw someone that looked like your childhood best friend, and you're like, well, what the fuck was that? Right? Or like you start speaking to somebody and it's like they're the epitome of your ex, but they're not your ex, clearly, right? Like weird things like that. But they're showing me these wolves that are like all riled up and noisy. Don't get too distracted by the noise. Just keep walking through your mirror. Okay. Keep walking through your mirror. I think you know this though. It feels very jarring and very weird because it's like, I feel like there's a lot of echoes. Um, yeah, it's very interesting. And I'm asking why wolves? Um, why wolves? I'm getting different meanings there too. Um, some of you, these echoes have to do with like pack, tribal, group like things, relationships specifically. But some of you, this wolf energy, it's more about like, they're saying the word shadow, but I'm like, I don't, I want to, I feel like that's not articulating it thoroughly. Um, because it doesn't feel like, thank you, because it's release. Okay, thank you. I was going to say, I'm like, this doesn't feel like it's about your shadow, even though you're walking through your mirror, but this is why it's echoing. This is why it's like noisy and cat and like almost distracting, because these are things that you are actually like leaving on the other side of the mirror, so to speak. I know this is like a lot of analogy, but just hang in there with me, okay? um, but as you like walk through the liminal space of your own mirror, what is not yours, right, is being left behind. But that's why it's loud and screaming and echoing. They're just shadow echoes. Um, they're just shadow echoes. So just let them be that. Don't, they're saying don't fall back into mirrors that are not yours. Don't fall back into mirrors that are not yours, especially for those where it's about more like relationships and like you are encountering like relationship echoes of like people from your past and things. Um yeah, that's really interesting. Blue and black and white, these are colors that are being highlighted. That's also really interesting. Blue, black, and white. I love the way that they give me colors because colors are totally frequencies, right? Um but blue and black, well, even just seeing the blue and black together, you know? Um I don't know, that feels very galactic. That feels very like, I don't know, something. Anything else about this? Just keep walking. Just keep walking. It's like, okay. All right, let's move into water just because that feels like a natural progression. Oh, 44, 44. That's kind of perfect, isn't it? Uh, excuse me. Okay. These are not going to be, I'm going to try not to keep these super long, again, just to conserve my energy. I'm just looking at all my decks here. Yeah, let's go with animals. I like the animals. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Water signs. Any messages or insights for water signs? So water signs, Cancer might be hijacking your reading. They're showing me a card from a deck I don't even have anymore. It's called like Tarot of Dreams, I think it was called. Hi, Bubby. Hi. Hi. Don't lay down though. I know you just want some pets. He just really wants to be loved right now. I know. Okay. I'll let you lay here. I guess I'm not putting cards on the table anyway. I'm going to try to just pull like 1 or 2 cards for each element. So water signs, there's the card they're showing me from a deck I don't have anymore. I think it was called Tarot of Dreams, and it's the moon card. And it has 2 wolves on it, but they're like facing the diviner. They're right. It's like they're not facing each other. They're like facing out, and it's only like, if memory serves, it's like just half of each wolf face. God, he's so cute. That's the particular moon card that they're showing me. And of course, like a giant, like full moon. Maybe the moon card's been coming up a lot. We are literally like new moon Virgos, like right now. But also for the water signs, Cancer has a lot going on right now, just compared to like Pisces and Scorpio, even though both Pisces and Scorpio are lit up because we have a grand water trine between the 3 signs. Okay. But this moon energy, tell me about this moon energy, Spirit. Why is this moon energy here for my water signs? Yeah, it just, I mean, that's your element, man. It's like, it's just giving me dreams and psychic, intuitive knowing and awareness is what it's giving me. Some of you, it could even be telepathy, but they should talk about last night. Hold on. Water/last night. I love how Spirit just like flows, man. I love it. Last night, the veil was very thin. And I know you guys felt it. I know you guys felt it. I know y'all know. There's no way that like you did not know last night the veil was very thin. Just the way the energy was, it was like, again, I almost went live to talk about it, to be in the thick of it. And again, Spirit's like, no, you need to like, right? But yeah, the veil was very thin last night. So water signs, I feel like you probably pick up on this, like, you know, more than the other signs, or at least last night you probably did. Again, also considering the grand water trine as well, with Lilith being in Scorpio, with Jupiter, Cancer, North Node Pisces, like it just makes sense. So water signs, it feels like your intuition is just so sharp right now. So sharp right now. And as we get closer to the full moon Pisces, your level of sensitivity maybe at times just difficult or intolerable. I do want to use the word intolerable. Like you're just gonna know so much in like any given moment, especially when you interact with people. You may just like know things about people that like there you would have no way of knowing. Even if you are like intuitive already, the way that it comes through is going to be more crystal clear, is how it's being said. More crystal clear. It's going to be louder. It's going to be more like, even just like vision wise, you may actually have like visions if you never had visions before, like things like that. Even in real time. Even in real time, meaning you'll be getting psychic hits while you are like dealing with somebody and like, you know, or like dealing with whatever you're dealing with, but where they almost like overlap, and it could just be a lot to like have to siphon through. So I almost want to say, just preemptively, like just make sure you're grounding a lot, and just make sure your spiritual hygiene is like on point, just with like, you know, keeping your energy clean and stuff like that. I know I said this at some point during this live and I don't remember at what point, but about some of you may come into information that like some people like are you've been dealing with certain people that like have just been being polite, like they haven't been like authentic with you. Um, and you're so just gonna know. Like you're so just gonna know. And some of you might be kind of upset about it. Um, misled. Yeah, that was the word. That word's coming up again. Misled. Okay, well, let's pull a card or two for my water signs with a cat in the way. If he was a normal sized cat, it probably wouldn't be that big of a deal, but he does take up all the room. So water signs, you have moth. Now, moth is a medicine, traditionally is about metamorphosis and transformation, but this also speaks of magnetism, right? Moths are always drawn to the flame. They always go to the light. They always go to the truth. Things coming from behind the moon, right? Being revealed through moon medicine, being revealed through psychic intuitive knowing, right? Right. Let's get one more for my water signs. Well, Clyde is a Pisces. He is. That is true. He is. It's like TV. I can't stop staring at him. One final card for my water signs. Guess what animal just came out? I'll wait. I know you guys are going to get this. I know you're going to get this. There's no way you're not going to get this. Otter. Oh, no, but when I got the first messages about like connection, otter and dogs came through. I just didn't say it out loud. Dolphin? No. Yes, wolf. I was going to say we spoke about it. Wolf. Oh, there's one underneath it. And tarantula. We know why wolf is here. I don't even think we need to even talk about it. We know why wolf is here. Wolf has obviously been dominating the water/cancer like energies, right? Clearly. But tarantula, there's that tension. Water signs, you're seeing a blatant truth. And knowing the truth, seeing the truth is creating a tension moment because it's up to you what you want to do with it. But like, oh, sorry, Clyde. I didn't mean to make that noise so loud. But I feel like whatever truth you're seeing, it just like, I'm like feeling in the heart space. I'm feeling tension in the heart, like disappointment. Like disappointment or like, oh, this is what's actually happening. Or, oh, this is what is going on with this person. You know, it's like, it's got that vibe. And you do with it what you will. And knowledge is power. Truth is always liberating. It is. It absolutely is always liberating, no matter how excited you are to receive truth or disappointed you are to receive truth. And I am getting disappointment. But it frees you. It can free you if you let it. Yeah. It can liberate you if you let it. A lot of you, I want to say this is about a person or like relationship stuff or dynamics. Yeah, I can't shake it. It's like they're saying the heart. Like seeing what's actually in someone's heart. The heart is a beautiful space, but not everyone's heart is clean, right? Not everyone's heart is clean. And not everyone's heart is, how do I want to say this? Well handled, well taken care of, right? Some people's hearts have toxins in there. I feel like you are. I feel like you're seeing directly into someone's heart, versus like a mask or versus what was being presented or what was being said or spoken or how something was being handled. Like that's just what I keep getting. And it actually puts you in a power position to take control over a situation because you know the truth. Let's move on. Fire, earth, or air? Ooh, earth signs. Okay. Earth signs. What's going on for earthykins? Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn? It's got some rando stuff. So you guys are playing like old school video games. I just got like Super Mario. It's like, okay. Here, some of you guys are just like having fun. Maybe we're, playing with your inner child a little bit. Like I straight up got Super Mario and like literally old school like 90s video games and stuff. Um, that's fine. That's cool. Although there's plenty of Mario games that are not from the 90s. Um, what else is coming through here? Yeah, I heard Get the Gold. That feels very Super Mario. Like, get the gold. Um, to me, maybe feeling very like motivated and determined at this time too, to go for what you want. That's nice. It's always nice to be in that. What else from my earth signs? Yeah, I'm getting very like masculine oriented energy. Like stay on task, stay on target, go for the gold. It's like almost competitive even. This could be you. This could be someone around you. It's very like tunnel vision focus. It's very tunnel vision focus. I almost want to say like Virgo meets Aries. I almost want to say like Earth meets fire. Could be dealing with a fire sign. Could have fire in your chart. Bubby. I gotta at least be able to put my arm on the table. Okay. Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Oh. Okay. Nightingale. So whatever you're doing here, Earth signs, whatever you're focused on, you're using your voice. You are using communication. Some of you could even be music related. Okay. But I just keep getting like, I can't shake it. Like very masculine, linear, direct, almost forceful even. You know what it is? It's giving me Knight of Swords. That's what it's giving me. It's giving me Knight of Swords, Gemini energy, which Gemini is a masculine sign. Geminis are also very direct. Um, and actually also very linear in their thinking. Now, like if we're being totally frank about it, Gemini actually rules the lower mind. It like rules like logic and networks and information and all of that, and a lot of other things too, like creativity. But yeah, earth signs, I'm getting like it's that's what it's giving me. And knights are also fire. So this is just kind of the bag of energy that we're dealing with right here. And you may be very forceful with your voice right now, or you need to be with whatever it is you're focused on. I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling. That's what I'm taking quite a bit. Um, Earth signs, some of you are actually like being so focused that you actually are avoiding a conversation, or you're avoiding saying something, maybe being honest about something. Some of you guys are using work to avoid right now. Um, that's for some of you. Let's get another card. So some of you are being really forceful with your voice, um, almost like very overtly masculine, borderline, almost assertive or aggressive. And some of you are using work to escape a conversation, to escape a truth. Thank you. That's yeah. So you guys are using work to avoid a truth. Okay. One more from my earth signs. That's too many. One more from my earth signs. Wow. Snake. I like that for you. So for those who are using their voice, it's powerful. No wonder you're so like, because snake is about tapping into untapped potential. Um, and you're doing it with your voice. I like that. But some of you, so again, very two distinct groups here. So earth signs, some of you are using your voice in a way like you are not used to, and you're being like commanding and captivating, and you're being very like direct and very bold, but your voice is powerful. Some of you are finding that your voice is actually very activating for other people. Mercury is also in Leo right now and is working off of Mars in Libra. And so that could be part of this energy for you too, even though you're an earth sign. But some of others of you are using work to avoid a conversation or some sort of truth. But this this truth or conversation has a lot of like energy behind it. I almost said magic. Has, excuse me. Oh, yeah, see, words need to be spoken. Earth signs, something needs to be said. For the group that's avoiding some sort of truth, I would really recommend not avoiding it. One, just because avoidance is like not great. But also something about it feels like it actually gives you something if you go there. Like if you go and embrace that truth, or you have the conversation, or you say the thing you need, like that actually does need to really be said and like out in the open, it unlocks something. Literally unlocks potential that was not accessible before. Okay. Again, also magic, also very like creative, sacral, sensual too. It just feels very activating. Like it's going to give you something, that it's going to give you juice or something. I don't know. It's going to give you something really nice. And I don't think you expect that, which is why you're avoiding it. It feels really good. I would not avoid this. I would really, 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 really recommend not avoiding this. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. It just unlocks something special, something powerful, something that is going to be very supportive for you. Even if it's just liberation itself, because unlocking, right? Yeah, I wouldn't put that off. Earth signs, I would not put that off. Okay, let's get into air, because earth signs, I feel like you add a lot of like air like energy with you, especially like the whole voice thing. So let's go ahead and get into air. Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I know, I'm sorry. He hates the noise of shuffling cards. But he chooses to be on the table. So every time I shuffle, he kind of like winces a little. It's like, you know what I'm doing. Like, this is not new. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Oh, buddy. I know. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you are addressing leaks. Give me a second. They just showed me, what is that called? Oh, what is that called? It's not a sieve. It's in the kitchen. Like when you're making pasta and stuff, and you drain it, like the thing you put it in to drain the pasta. I don't know why that word is eluding me right now. That's what they're showing me. They're showing me that like very specifically, and I'm seeing like all the water like just draining out of it. So you guys are addressing leaks. Strainer, thank you. It's like again, exhausted. Yeah, some of you guys, there's leaks going on in some aspect of your life. Like you can't like help but keep like spending money, or you can't help but like keep like losing energy, or it's like that's how it's feeling. Like you are investing in something, or you're putting energy in something, or you're showing up, and it's like, hold on, buddy, you can't keep your head there. He shoved his head under the tripod. No, that's not gonna work. Okay. And it's like, no matter how much you show up, no matter how much energy you put into something, it's like you can't get ahead of the loss, or you can't get ahead of the leak. Like that's how it's feeling. And it's funny because like a strainer, it leaks, right? It's like you need a bowl, not a strainer. So it's like, it's almost like whatever the situation is, whether it's like a work thing, a relationship, maybe even just like your daily life, something like foundational needs to change. Yeah, something foundational, like infrastructure of whatever this is, the parameters of whatever this is, needs to shift. Because the foundation you're using, the foundation you're operating from, it's made to leak. It's designed to leak. It's designed to create leaks or create loss. That's really interesting. Take that for what you will. Some of those guys, this could even just be like the bullshit of the infrastructure of society, right? Right? And capitalism and all that stuff. But yeah, the foundation or infrastructure you are operating from in this specific situation is designed to leak. you need something else. You need a total rewrite of your foundation. Like, I don't know if any of you heard that. Like I said, the veil's very thin right now. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, total rewrite, man. Vulture and bear. So vulture is death magic. It's transformation. It's taking something that is not working, something that's dead or decaying. In your case, something that is faulty, something that leaks, and you need it to not leak, right? And you're needing to like to completely do a rehaul, do like a total like, let's just destroy that and let's just create something totally new. Bear coming out here is also implying to me that like something about this may take some time, okay? Because bear also speaks to seasons. Well, okay, let me say it another way. I'm being pulled to how seasons play an important role in bear medicine. Bear in and of itself as a medicine can be about love, strength, stamina, protection, recovery, right? Specifically in this deck, it's about emergence into spring after a long winter of hermiting and taking care of yourself and resting. But what this is giving me is like, you may need to take some time to do this rehaul, this rewrite. That's interesting, rewrite. Maybe some guys are like, maybe it's a writing project for some of you, or a contract or something. I don't know. Take it as you will. You know your situation better than me. Because the foundation, it's like the foundation is it's shitty, and foundations take time. Foundations take a lot of time. Some of you, this is purely a mindset, actually, where you actually may need to take some time to master your mind, right? Where it's like you're not expending so much mental energy on useless things or frivolous things or getting distracted super easy or allowing like, you know what I mean? Allowing just intrusive thoughts and things like that. And that can be leaking your energy, your mental energy, and that could lead to fatigue, right? So it could even be something like that. It's just about things that leak and create a lack of energy that you can't get ahead of. So think of it like that. But this may take a while. And I keep getting seasons, like very specifically. So this may be like a 3-month thing, right? Just speaking to like literally the cycles of like 12 months in the year. Not for all of you, but I'm being pulled to that for a reason. Like this is very winter. This is like, we need to go to winter to get to spring. And you may need to stay in winter for a little bit until you have the right foundation. I'm also gonna pull one more for you guys. Can I get one more, please? And maybe some of you have already been in the winter, and maybe you're about to emerge into spring with your new foundation, right? So again, take it as you will. One more for my air signs. Spirit, why are you showing me that? This is super random. And I'm thinking it's like a weird synchronicity for somebody. They were showing me somebody like out hiking, and they found some like berries on a bush, and they went to grab the berries to eat them. And I got that feeling like they're toxic. I don't think it would kill anybody. Maybe just make you sick or just really like ill. But I was asking Spirit, like, why are you showing me that? And they said, because it needs to be said. I was like, okay, I don't know who needs to hear that. If you plan on going hiking and you see some berries, don't eat them. Unless you know for damn sure that they're berries you can eat. And it's like, they look like berries I'd never even seen before. They were like, they almost look like tomatoes, but like I knew they were berries, not tomatoes. They were like super, like the size of a berry, but they had like color and almost texture of a tomato, but they're not a tomato. And I'm just like, that's what was given to me. I don't know. So take that for what you will. If any of you know about poison berries or toxic berries, by all means, put it in the chat. Oh, now we have dragonfly. So again, I was kind of getting for some of you, this may just be about a needing to have a new foundation in your beliefs, like a mastery of your mind, a mastery of the information that you consume and sort through, because dragonfly speaks of a shift in perspective, a shift in what you see, a shift in what you believe. But this is also your ability to see that your infrastructure or your foundation that you're operating from in this particular situation that is leading to like you can't get ahead, you can't get ahead, you can't get ahead, or you can't get ahead of loss, you can't get ahead of the leaks or whatever. This is you seeing that and seeing that there's another way and seeing what the other way is. Yeah, seeing what the other way is. Yeah, yeah, interesting. Shark on the bottom. Okay, let's move to fire. Okay. Fire signs. Sorry. I'm sorry. He's acting like every little noise I make is so disruptive. But you're choosing to stay. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sag. Fire signs. What's going on with my fire signs? I feel like you guys are almost in a competitive mode. I forgot who else had that. Someone else had that as like a channeling. I already forgot. If y'all remember, please put it in the chat. I'm literally getting this feeling of like games. Like you're playing games. Maybe you're just having a fun weekend with friends. Or maybe some guys like play sports. It's like I am getting this like vibe of competition. Like you are actually competing in some way. This could just be work. It's usually work for most people, but some of you guys are active. Okay. Or you like to be competitive. Now it's giving me Mars energy. What's going on for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They're showing me flags. Flags? I don't know what sport requires flags. Does anyone play flag football when they're not a child? I don't know. They're showing me flags. Like represent almost like, you know what? It's almost giving me what's that called? What's that called? Like in different societies and cultures throughout time, it's like different tribes had different like emblems or like crests or flags. Like it's kind of giving me that. Like this is my team, like this is my clan, this is my tribe, and you're like fighting with other clans or tribes or whatever. It's again competing. It's giving me a very like strong competitive vibe. It's just a strange message. Okay, anyway, what's going on for my fire signs? Getting really strong blue yellow, like blue yellow flag. Maybe your country's flag is blue yellow, has blue and yellow on it. I think there's quite a few that have blue and yellow prominently. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Phoenix. Okay, fire signs. So I feel like all that channeling was just like some of y'all just had to hear that, because the message that I'm getting with this Phoenix, it's like Phoenix coming out is about the root chakra. It is a rising of energy and vitality, a renewed energy, rejuvenated. And you could just be really feeling your own fire right now, like you're feeling alive. So it's like that could translate to like, oh, I want to go out and like rah, lah, just like kind of just be in your fire and be active in that way. And that can bring about Mars energy, even a little bit of competitive energy. But you're feeling really powerful right now when you want to exercise your power. Again, activity. I just heard go and exercise. Movement. I'm just getting a lot of movement with you guys, but some sort of surge of fire, surge of vitality, surge of energy, physicality, virility. What a word. And you want to use it. That's the main point here. You want to use it. Okay. Okay. One more for my fire signs. Some of you guys may be feeling very horny. Sorry, I just gotta say it. It's just coming through. But that's part of the fire. That's part of the heat that is rising within you. Some of you, it's just divine energy, but it's coming through as arousal or stirring, and you want to do something with it. Is that, you know, consenting adults and whatnot. Another card for fire signs. Some of y'all need to like go take a boxing or something. I feel like some of you guys need to like hit something, hit someone, run, or go take a cold shower. Wow. Okay. So Phoenix and then Bat. Whatever's rising within you, it's been dormant for a long time. That's what I'm getting with the Bat. It's been dormant. But it is fire. It's heat. Dare I even say light? It's Mars energy. Some of you, it's just pure masculine energy. And I keep getting the word virility. Whatever. It's been dormant and now it's awake. Now I'm getting like volcano like imagery. Some of you guys could be working with Pele, but this feels masculine, not feminine. Yeah, I just can't shake it. It just feels like an eruption of like masculine fire, and they keep saying virility. But it's been dormant until now for whatever reason. I want to get one more. One more for my fire signs. Like something is like awakened it. Something's awakened you. Like that part of you feels very primal. You may even feel more animalistic. Like I could feel myself like flaring my nose. Sometimes I do that like unconsciously, but I felt it. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, it's like somebody has me feeling very primal, and you just need to do something with that primal energy. Can I get a third card for my fire signs? Well, this says a lot. Hawk and Camel. So Spirit is right here with you. When Hawk comes out, it's Spirit going like, hey, like go this way, go that way, like giving you guidance and basically being on you like white on rice, closer to you than you normally feel them or sense them, guiding you in a certain direction. They're guiding you to Camel, which means they're guiding you to Temperance. Okay, so what they're doing is like, we know that you got something surging through you. We know that you got like some new sense of fire or confidence, heat, vitality, virility. Let's temper that. Let's sustain that. It's like they're walking you through how to handle it, how to navigate it. We also have Starfish on the bottom, which is like a captivating, attractive, alluring kind of energy. You could be very magnetic at this time and radiant if you have this like moving through you. And again, Spirit's just trying to guide you to balance with it, like how to balance it, how to work with it, and not like just burn it out or like not like overutilize it. They're just walking you through how to balance with it. Cursor at the top. At the top, we do have Elk, which is a very prominent, like masculine energy. It's actually the divine masculine principle in this deck. Again, very masculine vibes here. So fire signs, that looks like that could be a lot of fun. Although also very overwhelming. So I wish you luck on that. Enjoy it in whatever way you can. But balance and tempering seems to be key. Not restriction, tempering. Tempering, breathing, anchoring, whatever. All right, guys. So that's it for today. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with me. It was good to go live since it's been so long. And I know with the new moon too, some of you guys are excited to, you know, get into those vibes. But I am going to be putting out some channel messages over the next couple weeks. I am prioritizing catching up on my sessions though, for the next probably week, because that's how behind I am right now. That was the Clydester. So that's my cue. So I'm gonna go. I love you guys. Have a great Friday and a great weekend, and I'll see y'all later. Okay, bye. Take care.